Hi everyone. Today's video will be sort of a crash course on everything related to a program called CalFresh. If you haven't heard of CalFresh, it is a California financial aid program that helps students buy food and eat healthier. Those who are eligible can be awarded up to $291 per month for groceries, and if you don't spend everything, it rolls over to the next month. Now, one of the biggest questions students have is, am I eligible for CalFresh? So in this part of the video, I'll go over the 5 steps to check for student eligibility. Step 1. Does CalFresh consider you a college student? So you are considered a student if you are between the ages of 18 and 49, physically and mentally fit for employment, and enrolled in at least 6 units for school. Now, if based on these criteria you are not considered a college student, you only have to worry about steps 2 and 3. But if you are considered a college student based on these criteria, keep watching for all of the remaining steps. Step 2, citizenship requirement. CalFresh also has a citizenship requirement. So if you are a U.S. citizen, legal permanent resident, refugee, person with granted asylum, victim of human trafficking or domestic violence, or fall into other qualified non-citizen categories, you may qualify for CalFresh. Even if you are unsure of what your citizenship status is, it wouldn't hurt to submit an application. Requirements and details like these are often clarified during the actual interview portion of your application, which I will be talking about more later on in this video. Step 3, income limit. CalFresh establishes a gross monthly income limit with respect to the number of people in your household, or in other words, the people you purchase and prepare food with. This table below outlines the income limit. So, for example, if you purchase and prepare food with one other person in your household and you earn less than or equal to $2,430, you could be eligible for CalFresh. The same principles apply if you have 2 others in your household, or 3, 4, etc. Here in the table, it only goes up to 5, but if you look on the actual CalFresh website, it'll go up to if you have an infinite number of housemates. Step 4, student meal plans. As the name suggests, you only have to worry about this step if you are considered a college student according to step 1. Unfortunately, if you have a meal plan with 11 plus meals per week, including the 5-day or 7-day meal plans that UC Davis provides, you are not eligible for CalFresh. However, if you are a student with a meal plan of 10 or fewer meals per week, you can still be eligible. Step 5, eligibility student exemptions. This is the last step to check if you are eligible for CalFresh as a student. Essentially, if you meet just one of the following requirements, you may qualify. There are quite a lot, but for the sake of time, I'll list them all below and just cover the gist of it. So if you are approved for state or federal work study and anticipate working during the current school year, if you work at least 20 hours per week and are paid, if you do not plan to register for the next school term, if you participate in CalFresh employment and training or other accepted programs, if you receive various benefits such as Cal Grant A or B, if you're employed by the UC Davis Campus Employment Program, if you are a parent, or if you're involved in LPIE, local programs to increase employability, you may be eligible for CalFresh. So how does the application process work? Even though there's a ton of information about eligibility rules, the application process itself is a lot easier. Through getcalfresh.org, you can submit your application in about 10 minutes. You will have to submit proof of your current living and financial situation, including documents like your ID, pay stubs, rent receipts, etc. But you can also come back to the website within 30 days and submit any of these documents. Now, after submitting your application, the county for which you applied will call you if they have any clarifying questions or need more information. Or at least that's what they say on the website. In my personal experience, your county will mail you some papers with an appointment date. You will be the one responsible for calling them on that date. They will not reach out to you or remind you. And then when you call in for your phone appointment, they will ask you to resubmit all of your documents, as well as ask you to verbally confirm or write on a piece of paper and sign it some of your information. I was scheduled probably 3 or 4 months out from when I submitted my application, so make sure you put the date in your calendar. If you miss your appointment, you'll have to wait another few months for another one. But once I got approved, I received my EBT card in the mail sometime within 30 days. Then, in order to activate my card, I went to the Yolo County Health and Human Services office at 600 A Street in Davis. And there I was just able to walk in, talk to a worker, and receive all of the information I needed to activate my card. So how long does the application process take? Even though on the CalFresh website, it says it takes about 30 days to process your application, in my personal experience, the whole ordeal probably took around 4 months. This included submitting my application, calling into my appointments, receiving my card in the mail, and going to the office to activate it. So if you're thinking about applying for CalFresh, do so as soon as you can because you might not be able to get the benefits right away. Now, I know this was a ton of information, but there are a couple different ways you can get more guidance. First, for more details about any of what I just mentioned, you can always check out the official CalFresh website at getcalfresh.org/students. Second, you can also schedule an appointment with Aggie Compass to see if you qualify and to get assistance with the application process. You would just fill out the intake form on their website, aggiecompass.ucdavis.edu, and then you'll be able to talk to someone who can answer any questions that you may have. But hopefully this video was helpful, whether you're interested in applying for EBT benefits or just curious about what CalFresh has to offer. But that's all for today. See you next time.